Hi, I don't know if this is going to work, but I kind of like domestic sounds all around, and I've got a child on the piano practicing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. You might not know yet, he's in the beginning part of learning that. Well, a bit more than the beginning, actually. I wish he was much further along. Got a beautiful, let's see if we can zoom down here. We have a beautiful lamb shanks on the boil, and hopefully we're going to have an early dinner because we need to go up for a school information night for year 9 next year. So I've got some potatoes over there. There's my fridge. I love putting stuff on my fridge. Some people would hate it, but I am not a tidy person. If you know me from Caitlin's Happy Heart, you'll be familiar with this, and this vlog is letting people into my life. So yeah, you just have to accept me as I am, I'm afraid. That's Dixie the cat. But I'm just filming a little intro for this video. This is my second video now, and yeah, here's my pianist, Jonty. 17 years old and bulletproof. Just had just got your license recently, so that's a new phase of life for us, isn't it, Jonty?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, I was just telling everybody how, we're just doing life and sharing life in the vlog, and I've got a bit of a vlog ahead about my day in Brisbane last week, doing cancer stuff. Anyway, Jonty has to finish his piano practice now, right? Yep. So, Jonty out, Caitlin over to last week. Mater Hospital. Down there is where I need to go, icon cancer. And it is a hallway that's getting used, so I don't think I'm going to be able to stay here for long, but I'm just about to go in and find out whether I'm eligible for a clinical trial, so I'm feeling a bit nervous. Been waiting for this for a while. Just stopping every time people are waiting for elevators or getting out. This is not going to work. Filming here, I don't think, but I just wanted to do a little bit of a before shot. I'm sure I'll fill you in afterwards. It looks so quiet there in the hallway when I first came out, but it's not quiet outside an elevator. Why would I think anything different? I'm about to see a different oncologist. I've been seeing the same oncologist since 2017, so 6 years now, and he has recommended me to speak to his colleagues over at a different hospital in Brisbane. So I've had to travel down today. I only found out late yesterday afternoon that I'm coming, so Alex wasn't able to come with me, and so it's been a bit different coming by myself. I'm really nervous that I'm going to be able to remember everything that he tells me. I'm hoping he's going to tell me that there's stuff that they can do to inhibit the gene that is causing my cancer to progress that we've recently discovered after a lung biopsy. So yeah, down in the big smoke, and yeah, just a little bit early because I wanted to make sure that I was going to find the place, but it was really easy to find, so which is good because I only really had 15 minutes up my sleeve, which could disappear very quickly if anything went wrong. But yeah, okay. So yeah, it's been a bit of an anxious wait. It was a really long wait for the biopsy results. That's because we were going through a trial process to see if I was able to get into any trials within Australia. No, but we did find this gene that prohibits, I've forgotten it now, is it AKT3, ATK3, something like that. That's the right letters and number. And yeah, so we thought that maybe this doctor might be able to, well, that he might be doing a trial on inhibiting genes that I might be able to get into. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. It's really frustrating that there are drugs overseas, but they're not approved here in Australia. So yeah, it'd be really good if I could stop the cancer progressing and feel a bit of confidence that I'm going to be here longer for my kids. So anyway, I just went outside the entry. It turned out that when I just walked around the corner, there was a door. Standing in a garden now. It's a little bit shady. Brisbane's nice and hot, even though it's winter, which I knew it would be, so yay, unlike Toowoomba. Although I was wearing short sleeves in Toowoomba yesterday. Still in Queensland, even though Toowoomba is colder than most Queensland cities, but yeah, it's the tail end of winter. We'll get a few more cold days up in Toowoomba, but here in Brisbane, yeah, they have lovely sunshine. So yep, I'll go in and do the waiting process for and find out what's happening. Okay, I've been and seen the oncologist, got a second opinion, and yeah, no trial, which is what I was hoping for, but he's optimistic that there will be a trial in the future. In the meantime, he's optimistic that there will be a trial in the meantime, in the future. So in the meantime, he has suggested going on a drug. It's going to cost $2,500 a month. I didn't have Alex with me, so when he's like, is that something that you think that you'll be able to afford financially? In my head I'm thinking no, but in my I'm like, well, I'm sure we'll make it happen, and we might have people that might be able to help me, Mum and Dad. I love you. Dad's already said that they'll help me, and of course they'll help me. I have the means, but yeah, anyway, perhaps it will be a short-term thing until a trial comes up. Oh, damn it. I forgot to ask him about my neck. My neck has been so sore lately. And Dr. Facey won't be able to see that. I'm going to be talking to my oncologist on, later in the week when I get a port flush. You won't be able to feel it. Anyway, I'll go to my GP and see what he says. That's just annoying. Sorry, changing hands, it's getting a bit sore. Not the quietest. See, there's a lot of busyness. I thought I would show you that I'm in the city, which is a bit different to Toowoomba. Anyway, what the doctor said to take away from today, sorry for the wobble, is that there is hope. So that's always a good thing, that there's other treatments that we can try. He doesn't think immunotherapy is good in the future. I'm not sure about that. I have heard good things about immunotherapy, and he doesn't want all the side effects of immunotherapy to happen. But I'm like, it hasn't happened so far, so we've been keeping a track of things, and immunotherapy has been a good option. But anyway, can't prove, I suppose, that it has been completely keeping things at bay, but we'll see in this next scan. He has said go ahead and scan, because my doctor was waiting to see what he said, because he said if I get into a trial I'm going to need a baseline scan, but he's like, well, there's no trial right here. He said you never know, there might be a trial that comes up in 2 days time. But he thinks it's more likely 4 weeks away. If I get into a trial, I need to have 4 weeks off whatever drug I am on at the moment. I could go straight into a trial because I haven't been on anything for well over 4 weeks. So it just sucks that there's nothing that I can do right now, but that's just always been the nature of the game. So yeah, I just thought I would come down to South Bank Parklands here in Brizzy, maybe try and find something for lunch and do something nice. I am a bit sad. I left my notebook that I've been scribbling all creative ideas in. Anyway, I'll show you as well. There's a beautiful canopy of trees here at the moment, which is lovely. It is a beautiful city, Brisbane. But yeah, so it was a good visit. I'm glad that I did it. It's been good to get a second opinion. I haven't done that so far on this journey, really. There's a doctor in America that I know about, so I don't know whether it might be worth time to. I've just kind of kept him up my sleeve, so I don't know if it's time to investigate whether he's got options as well. I think it sounds like it might. Yeah, so my American friends who've been recommending him, thank you. Yep, so just keep hanging in there and get the scan. I've been very nervous of pain in my lung area, so I am nervous that there is progression. He heard that and pretty well instantly thought it probably is, which is different to my other doctor who never will predict anything without a scan. Fair enough. And I'm always like, well, it could just be scar tissues, and he's like, well, let's just scan and work out whether we need to get on this other drug quickly, because you don't know when a clinical trial is coming in. So if I was you, I would want to be on something that's preventative. So that's what it is, and yeah, I'll go and find something nice to do in Brisbane since I've travelled all the way down. Going to doctors isn't particularly nice, so I'll try and make the most of it. Just a 360 pan of where I was doing the message. Rather a nice place, lots of people. And there goes the city cat. When Emmy was little, she used to call it kitty cat. Now they actually do have a real kitty cat. I'll have to see if I can see a kitty cat. There's a kitty cat. See? It's not the cutest of kitty cats. I think there is one kitty cat that looks like an actual kitten. Anyway. So here's where I get more teary, because I spoke to my husband and, you know, money. We definitely don't have $2,500, and mum and dad can help them, but help us only for so long, people. So yeah, yep, nothing like talking to your hubby to get a bit of a reality check. Into Queen Street Mall. Now that I've spoken to Alex, feeling far less jubilant, and instead I'm shopping with that heavy feeling in my heart. However, I just saw Dimmicks, and I have just seen Dimmicks, and I've had a voucher sitting in my purse from a beautiful friend, you know who you are, for ages, and I can't decide what to buy with it. And I reckon today is the day that a little splurge will go a long way. Mission accomplished. I just got a free mango sorbet. The Maya Centre in Brisbane is closed, or Maya, and I was going to show you, but I won't. Anyway, they're rebranding, and free sorbets are part of the Uptown rebranding. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Just sitting down. City Hall is there. My feet are really killing me. I went to go at the old Maya Centre, which is now called Uptown, to have lunch, but it was so noisy and I don't feel like noise. And in the end, I thought I'm going to go back over to South Bank, grab something to eat before going back to my car. I did find something at Dimmicks. I shall show you. So I found a birthday card for my daughter, so I won't show you that. Yimmy might be watching. And I have almost finished a book called The Artist Way, and I've loved it. And I have got another book by the same author, Julia Cameron, called Right for Life. That's upside down, back to front. A toolkit for writers. One thing that I would love to do before I depart this earth, which I hope will be later rather than sooner, but you all know the odds. It'll be sooner rather than later, but the only odd in my favour in regards to that is that I believe prayer works and miracles work, so that increases my odds. Anyway, before I depart this earth, I would love to write a book. And I almost didn't want to show you what I bought with the money. I kind of don't want people to know, because I don't know if I write it, whether it'll be any good, whether it'll ever be published. And it's kind of a bit private, but I'm not a private person. So here we go. I've just told you I'm doing this because I'd love to write a book. I'd love to write a little fantasy children's novel, probably children's, young adults. I love children's and young adult fiction. So that's a little pipe dream. I've got a lot of ideas written in a book, and yeah, I've sat down and tried to write it. I don't know what that noise is. Just saw somebody spitting before, which is disgusting. Anyway, it's too noisy here, but yep. Little pipe dream. Would love it if it happened. I've sat down to do it, and it's a lot harder than I think. What is that noise? Yeah, it's up. Okay. See ya. For the record, it's the guy who spat. Ugh. So, such a filthy habit. Back across the bridge I go. When you're hungry, you just can't find the right thing to eat. That's me. I didn't want to eat at, and sorry, I didn't want to eat in a noisy. I'm just looking over here, but I think there are more restaurants. I don't want to sit down and eat at a restaurant on my own. I think if I come up here, though, I might come up to the road that I want to go to. Anyway, I'll update you if I find some lunch. Otherwise, I'll just be getting something from Woolworths. I think there might be a supermarket where I park the car. And I'm trying to show you this. Like, one good thing that has happened en route back to the car is I've been phoned by my new children's school, and I'm going to teach art tomorrow. So that's delightful, and definitely a positive for not doing any treatment at the moment. Back to where I started. Medical building I was at. Found some sushi close to the hospital. Oop, I think I'm going to miss these lights. Well, I'm almost back at the car. Cute little Peanuts alleyway. I thought I'd check in for my drive home. All in all, It's been a good day, at least there's hope. Disappointing day. There's no solutions right now. And as always, having a rare cancer absolutely sucks because anything that I can do, I can't do because, well, it's going to cost me money. It's going to not be paid for by Medicare. And someone was walking up the alley, so I'll just keep walking. So yeah, sorry, it'll be a bit noisier now. But I'm almost at my car. And I'll go home to my children. Always a good thing. Been a bit indulgent walking around town today. I could have got back in time to pick them up from school. But since Alex was able to do that, I've let him do that. And yep, go home to do something for dinner and get ready to teach tomorrow. Hooray. So happy when I get to teach.